The Elio cardinal fish, also known scientifically as a member of the genus Apagon within the family Apagonidae, represents a fascinating and delicate species often sought after in the world of marine enthusiasts and reef aquarists. Known for its unique appearance, intricate patterns, and vibrant coloration, this species is one of many cardinal fish that thrive in tropical and subtropical waters around the world, particularly in the Indo-Pacific region. Found inhabiting coral reefs, lagoons, and sheltered coastal areas, Elio cardinal fish are nocturnal by nature, hiding during the day and emerging at night to feed on small planktonic organisms and other microscopic prey. Their diminutive size, coupled with their schooling behavior, makes them an enchanting sight as they move in synchronized groups through the shadows of reef structures, creating a mesmerizing display of natural harmony. These fish are often characterized by their elongated bodies, large eyes adapted for low-light conditions, and unique pigmentation that ranges from shimmering silvers and blues to striking reds and yellows, depending on the specific species or regional variations. Their name, Elio, hints at their elegance and beauty, which has captivated observers for centuries. Elio cardinal fish are particularly noteworthy for their role within the reef ecosystem. As part of the food web, they serve as prey for larger fish species while also contributing to the regulation of smaller planktonic populations. This balance is critical for the overall health and sustainability of coral reefs, as unchecked planktonic growth can lead to ecological imbalances. The presence of Elio cardinal fish is often indicative of a healthy reef environment, as they are highly sensitive to changes in water quality, temperature, and habitat conditions. Their nocturnal lifestyle makes them less conspicuous than diurnal fish, but their ecological contributions are no less significant. The biology of Elio cardinal fish reveals several fascinating traits. Like many members of the Apagonidae family, these fish exhibit a form of mouth brooding, where males take fertilized eggs into their mouths for protection until they hatch. This behavior ensures a higher survival rate for their offspring, as the eggs are shielded from potential predators and environmental hazards during their most vulnerable stage of development. The parental care displayed by male Elio cardinal fish is a remarkable adaptation that underscores the evolutionary ingenuity of these small yet resilient creatures. Observing this behavior in captivity has further deepened scientists' understanding of their life cycle and reproductive strategies. In the aquarium trade, Elio cardinal fish have become popular due to their peaceful demeanor, compatibility with other reef inhabitants, and striking visual appeal. However, keeping them in captivity requires careful attention to their specific needs, including proper tank size, water quality, and a diet rich in protein to mimic their natural feeding habits. Aquarists often provide them with frozen or live foods, such as brine shrimp, mysis shrimp, and copepods, to ensure their health and longevity. Additionally, aquariums housing Elio cardinal fish should include ample hiding spaces, such as rock crevices and coral branches, to accommodate their shy and nocturnal nature. Despite their resilience, Elio cardinal fish populations in the wild face numerous threats, including habitat destruction, overfishing, and the impacts of climate change. Coral bleaching events, caused by rising sea temperatures, have a particularly devastating effect on the ecosystems these fish depend upon. The loss of coral cover not only reduces available shelter but also disrupts the complex food webs that sustain reef communities. Conservation efforts aimed at protecting coral reefs, such as the establishment of marine protected areas and initiatives to combat climate change, are crucial for ensuring the survival of Elio cardinal fish and countless other marine species. Scientific research on Elio cardinal fish continues to uncover new insights into their behavior, physiology, and ecological significance. Studies on their sensory adaptations, for instance, have highlighted the role of their large eyes in detecting prey and navigating in low-light conditions, offering valuable information about the evolution of nocturnal marine organisms. Researchers have also investigated their social structures, revealing complex interactions within their schools that facilitate survival and resource allocation. In addition to their ecological and scientific importance, Elio cardinal fish hold cultural and aesthetic value. Their graceful movements and vivid coloration have inspired artists, photographers, and marine enthusiasts, serving as symbols of the ocean's beauty and diversity. Public aquariums often feature Elio cardinal fish in their exhibits to educate visitors about the intricate relationships within coral reef ecosystems and the need to protect these fragile habitats. The story of Elio cardinal fish is one of resilience, adaptation, and interconnectedness. From their nocturnal foraging habits to their mouth-brooding reproductive strategy, these fish exemplify the ingenuity of nature in overcoming challenges and thriving in dynamic environments. At the same time, their vulnerability to environmental changes highlights the urgent need for sustainable practices and conservation efforts. As ambassadors of the coral reef ecosystem, Elio cardinal fish remind us of the wonders hidden beneath the ocean's surface and the responsibility we share in safeguarding this extraordinary world for future generations. The role of Elio cardinal fish in coral reef ecosystems extends beyond their biological and ecological functions. They also contribute to the intricate and dynamic biodiversity of their environment. These small but vibrant fish are often observed in symbiotic relationships with other marine species. For instance, they are known to shelter among branching corals, particularly stony corals like Acropora or Passalopora, which provide both protection from predators and a vantage point for nocturnal hunting. In return, the fish may help keep these corals free from algae and detritus through their movements and interactions within the coral structure, subtly enhancing the coral's health. This mutualistic relationship exemplifies the interconnectedness of reef inhabitants, where each species, regardless of size, plays a vital role in maintaining the equilibrium of the ecosystem. Elio cardinal fish exhibit remarkable adaptability in their feeding habits, consuming a variety of prey depending on availability and environmental conditions. While their diet predominantly consists of zooplankton and small crustaceans, they can adjust their feeding strategies to include detritus, larvae, or even minute invertebrates. This opportunistic approach allows them to thrive in diverse habitats, from nutrient-rich lagoon systems to areas where resources are scarcer. Their foraging behavior often occurs in the upper water column, where they employ their keen eyesight and agile movements to capture prey efficiently, even under the dim light of dusk or moonlight. Their nocturnal activity helps reduce competition with diurnal reef species, demonstrating how temporal partitioning of resources promotes coexistence in highly biodiverse environments. The reproductive strategies of Elio cardinal fish are particularly captivating and underscore the evolutionary pressures faced by reef fish. Mouth brooding, a hallmark of the Apogonidae family, involves males incubating fertilized eggs in their buccal cavity until they hatch. This behavior requires significant energy and places the male in a vulnerable position, as he must balance the needs of carrying and protecting the brood with feeding and avoiding predators. Despite these challenges, mouth brooding increases the chances of survival for the offspring, making it an effective reproductive strategy in environments where predation is high. The larvae, once hatched, are pelagic and spend their early life stages drifting with ocean currents before settling into reef habitats. This dispersal mechanism facilitates gene flow and connectivity among reef populations, critical for the resilience and genetic diversity of the species. In captivity, Elio cardinal fish have proven to be relatively hardy and adaptable when provided with the appropriate conditions. However, their nocturnal nature and preference for quiet, dimly lit environments can make them less conspicuous in typical aquarium settings. Hobbyists often design tanks with shaded areas, subdued lighting, and plenty of hiding spots to replicate their natural habitat. Careful attention to water parameters, including temperature, salinity, and pH, is essential for their well-being, as they are sensitive to fluctuations that could induce stress or disease. Social behavior is another consideration. While they are generally peaceful, overcrowding or mixing with aggressive tank mates can disrupt their natural schooling tendencies and lead to stress or territorial disputes. Elio cardinal fish are also significant in the context of marine conservation and the aquarium trade. Their popularity among aquarists has spurred interest in captive breeding programs, aimed at reducing pressure on wild populations. Successful breeding efforts in controlled environments not only provide sustainable sources for the trade but also offer valuable insights into their reproductive biology and early life stages. Furthermore, these programs contribute to broader conservation goals by fostering public awareness about the importance of preserving coral reef ecosystems and the challenges faced by their inhabitants. The vulnerability of Elio cardinal fish to environmental stressors underscores the urgent need for conservation measures to address the threats to their natural habitats. Coral reefs, which provide shelter and resources for these fish, are among the most threatened ecosystems globally. Rising sea temperatures, ocean acidification, pollution, and overfishing have led to widespread coral bleaching and habitat degradation, directly impacting the survival of reef-associated species. Efforts to mitigate these threats include the establishment of marine protected areas, restoration of degraded reefs, and policies to regulate destructive fishing practices and coastal development. Moreover, scientific research on Elio cardinal fish has broader implications for understanding the resilience of coral reef ecosystems in the face of environmental change. By studying their behavior, physiology, and interactions with other species, researchers can gain valuable insights into the mechanisms that enable some reef inhabitants to adapt to shifting conditions while others decline. This knowledge is crucial for developing targeted conservation strategies that prioritize the protection of biodiversity hotspots and the restoration of ecological balance. In cultural and educational contexts, Elio cardinal fish have become emblematic of the intricate beauty and fragility of marine life. Their graceful movements, vivid coloration, and fascinating behaviors make them popular subjects in underwater photography, documentaries, and public aquarium exhibits. These fish serve as ambassadors for the ocean, captivating audiences and inspiring a sense of wonder and responsibility toward the natural world. Educational programs highlighting their role in coral reef ecosystems can foster greater appreciation and support for marine conservation initiatives, encouraging individuals and communities to take action in protecting these vital habitats. The story of Elio cardinal fish is ultimately a testament to the resilience and interconnectedness of life on coral reefs. Their presence enriches the biodiversity of these underwater worlds, and their survival is intrinsically linked to the health of the reefs they inhabit. As humanity continues to grapple with the environmental challenges of the 21st century, the Elio cardinal fish reminds us of the delicate balance that sustains life beneath the waves and the profound importance of preserving it for generations to come. Whether observed in the wild, studied in scientific research, or admired in an aquarium, these remarkable fish embody the beauty and complexity of the ocean's ecosystems, serving as a powerful symbol of the need to protect our planet's most precious natural resources.